If you smell a funny street lamp stand on the first floor, you guessed it, it is from Mr. Joo's classroom. As a chemistry teacher, Mr. Joo is famous in the high school department. During an individual's lifetime, he or she comes across many influential and unique teachers. Mr. Joo, although he may look stiff, he becomes very attached to students and is in fact the most valuable person in my life. Thus, I have decided to interview about his life in college and how he became a teacher. Let's check it out!
When I was young, I wanted to be a rock star. I've always liked music. However, only knowing 10 chords on my guitar was very limited on what I can do, so that just never happened.
Okay, so why did you choose to go to UC San Diego?
Initially I wanted to go to school in Alaska. So at the time, I was obsessed with this TV show called Northern Exposure, which took place in Alaska. So I just became obsessed with the idea of living there. So I was gonna go there, but my family just wouldn't allow it. So I applied to all the schools near me. So I put all the, I guess, the top tier schools that a typical Korean parent would expect me to go to. And then out of those, I felt UCSC would provide the best environment for me.
So what was the best part of college life?
First of all, it was probably learning how to be responsible on my own. So away from my mom. Just having to deal with, I don't know, just typical responsibility like having to pay my bills, having to go or going to class, studying without having someone on my back, always reminding me. So I don't know, just growing up.
So that was the best part?
Well, looking back, it was at the time. It was probably meeting all my friends, some of my friends who I'm still good friends with today. Living in the dorm for the first time in my life. So 99% of the people I've been in college was in the dorm. So, just having that freedom for the 5 years, absolute freedom to do whatever I want.
So what was the worst part of college life?
I guess first time being away. Only difficult time really was beginning of college, my freshman year, just being away from my comfort zone for the first time in my life. Haven't really moved schools much when I was younger. So just any time you move to a new place, not knowing who your friends are, it takes me longer to just get settled into places. And being challenged to perform well at school, because I went to high school full of idiots, so I didn't have to do much studying there, and then having to actually study, work hard to earn my grades. And also I was placed in academic probation my first year. For the first time in my life, I failed to get a 2.0 GPA my freshman year. So that was a hard, difficult lesson for me. That I'm not the smartest student in the world, and you gotta work hard for even what I thought was an easy thing to achieve in high school.
Yeah, so what do you miss the most from college?
Probably not. I mentioned earlier about having to deal with responsibilities, but compared to my life now, I really didn't have any responsibilities. So really, the biggest thing I ever had to worry about is getting a good grade on an exam. It was compared to the responsibilities I have now is really wasn't much responsibility. So the freedom, not really having to worry about anything. So all I really had to do is go to class. I had some part-time jobs here and there, but it wasn't that important to keep those jobs. And just having all the friends around, just being able to have fun, go out and just do stuff every night, which I can't do anymore with the job. So not having a job, like a real job, is a priority. Not having responsibility, that's what I miss the most.
Why did you choose to become a teacher at the end?
I first thought about it during my senior year in high school. So I went to high school where we were full of a bunch of deadbeat teachers who didn't care. So I just felt these guys are here just to fill in their time, just sit around, read the paper all day while they're just wasting their time and our time. So I always thought to myself, man, if I can do their job, I can do this so much better. But once in a while I had that one teacher who actually worked hard and made going to school enjoyable. And those teachers those 2 or 3 teachers I had were very positive influences on me. So, and I had plenty of example of what not to do from all those crappy teachers I had in high school. And I felt, it's a job that can never get boring. So, I started teaching at the age of 22, and then I haven't changed my career yet. So it's worked out.
So what's the best part of teaching?
July and August. Summer vacation. I guess one thing is a sense of at the end of each year, you get to start over. So if I have a bad year, I can always improve on it. I always get the opportunity to improve on it. And I always get a new group of students every year. So getting to meet 100 new people every year, that's, probably can't do that in any other job. And I guess it's like the satisfaction of actually accomplishing something. I mean, assuming my students actually learn the stuff that I teach them, and if I feel that they become a better person after a year out of being in my class, like, I guess the satisfaction of knowing that, it's very rewarding, which really I don't think you can get from any other jobs.
Thank you.
Alright.
Missing to have less responsibility. Studying for exams all night already is too much responsibility for me. I guess during my college life, I'll always keep in mind what Mr. Joo said and motivate myself.